Hello everybody, and welcome to something that may be completely unexpected on the channel for you. Well, that's because it's unexpected on the channel for me too. I'm going to be playing this little indie gem called World of Warcraft. Came out with a new update to it, or, you know, new expansion coming out soon. I hear this game has been sweeping the nation 10 years ago, and I'm excited to play it with you guys. I mean, you can kind of tell over here, and that's not even just, like, my only realm that I'm on. I played a lot of World of Warcraft. It's been a huge part of my life, and I kind of wanted to just do a little bit of maybe a mini-series, or like, try this out with a mini-series where I'm just going to play the Demon Hunter, which is a new class that's coming out in the new expansion that's going to be coming out very, very shortly. And I figured I'd do it in the form of a mini-series because there's going to be a little introductory storyline for this character, and we'll just judge interest based off of that. And worst comes to worst, we only do the little intro, and we have some fun, and you learn about me and World of Warcraft. But I figured let's enter the world, and I'm sure there's going to be inevitably a cutscene right here.
Dari. My demon hunters. With countless worlds burning in the Legion's wake, you answered the call. Yet these mortals in their ignorance have come to destroy their own salvation. Our time is short. I will deal with these intruders. You must venture to Mardoom and retrieve the Sargerite keystone. Now go. But remember, should you fail, all worlds will burn.
Dang! That's a lot of pressure, Illidan. Anyways, I played a little bit of this class. Real talk, behind the scenes time. I did try to record this a little bit ago, and some technical issues with my computer did not allow it. Sargeras' keystone is a crux. I didn't get to read that. It's also your only way back. Find and return to the Black Temple. Cool. But yeah, anyways, I played so much World of Warcraft in my life. It's been a huge impact on not only like my choice of games that I'm interested in, but just like my level of interest in video games as a whole. So like, you could largely you could probably trace my interest of having a YouTube channel devoted to games. You could probably trace it back to World of Warcraft, honestly, if you look back far enough. Yet I've never played it on the channel. I don't know why. It's always been a personal thing to me. Oh, we gotta do a couple things here. It's always been a personal thing to me, but not out of like, not because I don't want to share with anybody. I just haven't. I forgot where the auto loot key was. But yeah, so I'm excited to play with you guys. Maybe we can share some stuff about my past. I have oh man, you know, like I said that I played a lot of World of Warcraft. That is an understatement. I've played a probably like to most people an embarrassing amount of World of Warcraft, but I don't even regret it in the slightest, because like I said, it's shaped a lot of my interests. I was not really a fan, or I mean, by not really a fan, I mean like I wasn't huge into RPGs. Like I played a little bit of Diablo. Oh man, I love this. Demon Hunter can do a freaking triple jump. That is something that I'm not sure if you're not familiar with World of Warcraft, most characters can only just do this. This is all characters can do. And as somebody who likes to jump around all the time, oh, this is so exciting. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I played some Diablo from a young age, but then I got into World of Warcraft early high school, I'd say. Yeah, that sounds about right. And it completely changed my interests, like really, in games and my level of interest in games. Like, I've always loved them, but it really immersed me in a way that a game never had up to that point. And there's something about just like the scope of the world and how you always have this sense of progression. And I know World of Warcraft gets a bad rap, and I'm not saying it's a perfect game, but I'm somebody who I don't mind the sort of like repetitiveness of World of Warcraft much at all. I find it pretty relaxing, and I'm like almost always having a good time when I'm playing World of Warcraft. And that's, I don't know. Anyways, what are we even doing here? Change the Legion banner. Sure.
Sayana, Jace, Alari, find the keystone. Now, let's see about activating that gateway.
Okay. But, yeah, at the time of this recording, World of Warcraft Legion is not out. This is just like a pre-patch, and I can play the Demon Hunter because I pre-ordered. Oh, I got an epic upgrade. Fancy. That's a new thing. Well, I say new thing, but it's been in the World of Warcraft for a couple expansions, where when you get an item from a quest, there's a small chance for it to upgrade up a tier of quality. So this was probably supposed to be a blue item, a rare item, and it turned into no, not a legendary. Turned into an epic. Purple. Accept Illidan's gift. Is this your gift, Illidan? But I don't know. I don't know much about the Demon Hunter. I probably played. Well, I guess I probably played like 30 minutes. What are we doing here? Oh, this is the gift. Thank you. Is it? It's a puppy. I don't want the puppy. It's a fel puppy. Oh shoot, what's that? Oh, I don't have a hotkey for this right now. Let's get. I'd rather have this as my mount. Oop. Than my fel puppy. I like the rocket so much more. But I can't do a triple jump. That's like, I love the triple jump though. Oh well. Assaults on, what am I doing? Did I just see one of the gateways activate? I love this little box down here. It reminds me, like, the mouth going flap, 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 flap. Reminds me so much of Warcraft 3, which is a really good thing. Woohoo! This class is super, super mobile. Those spew fell energy, crap, everything. I guess I could like also just let him talk. But I know that I'm gonna have the game audio like fairly low, as I typically do. This class is like really, really simple right now. I hope they get a lot more abilities, and I'm sure they will, but the fact that they're level 98 and I can only go up to 100 right now. Let's get all these quests. I know I'm not talking too much about like the gameplay, and that's very abnormal for me. But it's just because like World of Warcraft is so second nature to me. Whoop. So what are we doing? We have like a little area where we can. Legion must be stopped. I agree. That's what the whole expansion pack is called. It's probably pretty important. I've never been I've been really immersed in the game, but like almost like only in like a personal storyline kind of way. I know briefly about the story through raids and dungeons, which I was heavily into. Like I was the kind of guy who was on TeamSpeak with the microphone, the headphones. Oh my god, this is the coolest. I get to do this just because I'm a demon hunter. It's really cool. Do we want to go in there yet? Probably not. But yeah, I was the kind of guy who was doing raids. There was a time where I was and for the people who don't know, wow, there, I finally abbreviated instead of saying the entire thing. I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of abbreviations a lot of times. A lot of the times they just feel really wonky. But I was the kind of guy who was a hardcore raider, and I was actually the main tank, which is basically the person. Okay, I'm gonna try to do a good job of bridging the gap between people who know about Warcraft and people who don't. A main tank is basically there's generally 2 tanks in a raid, and there's one that like assists with keeping the attention of the monsters, and then there's the main tank who basically keeps the attention of the bosses, and he's basically, you know, in a gameplay wise, he's kind of the leader, and that's who I was. I was the main tank in like a guild that was at the time the most successful one on my server. That my server was necessarily very highly ranking or anything, but hey, it means I'm just speaking for how I just killed that guy. He didn't seem bad, but oh well. Yeah, we're just walking around doing a little pokey. I was just speaking for how serious I was into it, and I did that for multiple characters, and there's varying degrees of seriousness. I played mostly, when I was playing at my most severe or whatever, I was playing during Burning Crusade, and I was playing the game back before the first expansion came out. I was playing in what people call vanilla. I was playing in the original game, but I really got into it when Burning Crusade came out. Like, I never had a max level character until Burning Crusade came out. And at that point, I started playing as a rogue, a gnome rogue. People who are fans of World of Warcraft are going to be mad at me here for that. Universally hated class or race. I was playing a rogue, a less important raid role, but whatever. And I don't know about this. This is a very abnormal style of video for me, and it's more podcasty. But if I'm gonna have a series for World of Warcraft, I want to start it out with like a little bit of background, because it's such an important game to me, and I understand that it might not translate very well into a series, but hopefully some sort of the passion will make some people interested in me playing. But right now, all we're doing is just clearing out this area. We're doing a bonus objective, which is something that's kind of new. It's from a few expansions ago. It's either from the last expansion or the expansion prior. I'm not as familiar with the newer expansions. Even though I have put a decent amount of time into every single expansion, except for Cataclysm. When Cataclysm came out, which is, I think, universally panned as the worst, despite everybody jokes about the pandas, but I don't think it was the worst expansion at all, although everybody also hates the one that's happening now. It seems like there's a shift, as with all games, something new comes out, everybody hates it, whatever. So be it. I actually kind of liked Warlords of Draenor for the time I put into it. I didn't hate Garrisons as much as everybody else. I'm not somebody who hates that kind of management, but I will admit that I did get bored. But yeah, I never played Cataclysm. Well, I played Cataclysm for maybe about a week on a free trial, and it just didn't hook me the same way that it has with every other expansion. I've come in, I've probably made an alt, leveled it to the max level for every expansion. What am I missing here for this? Inquisitor, Baleful Slain. I guess I'll turn these in since I'm already here.
We are all that stands between the Legion and the Nation.
Oh, I didn't get an upgrade for this little hat. What is this? Oh, I thought it was a hat. It's a chest piece. It's kind of... I want to comment on one thing that I really, really like about Legion so far. I mean, I know this is kind of Legion. It's weird to say. Like I said, the expansion's not out. But this is... We're on patch 7.0.3, which technically is the Legion patch. It's just not... All the stuff isn't fully out. One thing I really like about this is the... this little effect. And they've gone from, like... Originally, they had like more cartoony designs for items and stuff in Burning Crusade and, to a lesser extent, Wrath of the Lich King. But I kind of love these weapons here. The outlines are a little bit like wonky. They're not very realistic, and I like that. Like, you can't be trying to, I don't know. You can't have it all. You can't be realistic when you're working with a system that's from 2004. It just doesn't work. 2004, is that the correct year? I kind of pulled that out of my butt. I'm pretty sure it's the correct year. And I know they've done updates and stuff since, but I like the less serious design, but like this little outline on the weapon, I find very cool looking. I just had to check the time. I had no idea how long I've been playing. It kind of that's kind of the curse of WoW for me. Oh man, I can't wait to go to the transmogrify person and completely change how I look, because that's something I care about a lot in World of Warcraft and stuff. Oh, we could even put on one of these things. Look at all these. Oh shoot! Oh, I killed. Everybody else killed the person for me. I was just busy looking at my clothes. I am a World of Warcraft fashionista. Oh, I can put on this. I like this. Put on. I don't know. I'm not gonna look at it all too much. But yeah, there's a new system for transmogrifying, which is, if you're familiar with World of Warcraft, it's like you can basically, you have all the clothes you're wearing, your armor that has your stats and stuff, and then you can go and transmogrify the item so that you have the item look like a different one. So you can be wearing a set of armor, but you can visually look how you want. And as a fashionista, I'm quite a fan of that change. I think the system that they have in place with this new menu and stuff, where you unlock appearances, so much better. You don't have to keep a bunch of garbage in your bank and stuff like that. You don't have to keep all kinds of random garbage just for looks. I like it a lot. Ritual complete.
There are demon hunters on my world, Doom Commander. This is unacceptable.
My Eridar are summoning in more demons to attack them from behind, Your Highness.
Do not let them enter the volcano. The key to the Legion's worlds must not fall into their hands, Beliash.
I will personally deal with their leader, my queen.
See that you do.
Oh, ew, no, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I kind of like these campy, sort of low quality but fun cutscenes. I like them. I'm not. They're a little bit silly, and like I said, a little bit campy. But I'm a fan, and I have, like I said before, I have played this this Demon Hunter thing. I probably played it up to about this point or so. Wait, what? Ooh, we're purple. Each class has a different color name. And I guess we're purple. I could have sworn we would be like a neon green, like that kind of green. But I guess that's what the hunter color is. All right, what do we do?
We have a huge problem.
We have a huge problem here. I need to I need to sacrifice you in order to power the final gateway. I want you to sacrifice me in order. What happens if I say this? I mean, I die, right? One of us must die. I want you to sacrifice me. I made up my mind. Sacrifice me.
Your sacrifice will not be in vain.
Well then. That's something. Look at all these corpses on the ground here. That's something that I've never seen done in a World of Warcraft quest. Something that literally kills you for the story.
Interesting.
Oh, hi, Illidan.
Like me, you have an immortal demon soul.
You bet.
You cannot truly die. Instead, your soul will make its way to the twisting nether. There, you will wait until you can find a suitable body to inhabit. Now get back into your corpse while there is still time, and bring me the keystone.
Planning on it. All right. Did we do it? Oh, I wanted to talk to the guy and like blow his freaking mind. Like, I literally just killed you. But oh well. Okay, back to more backstory, if you haven't had enough. This place is actually really pretty cool looking. I played a lot in Burning Crusade, and I got into raiding near the middle. Yeah, near the middle. I loved that expansion, but more than that, it seems like most people like that one the most. But more than that, I had the best time and was the most into it in Wrath of the Lich King. That's when I made my warrior, my tank, and I got into raiding, and I just, oh, I loved it. It was so special. It was an experience that I have never been able to replicate in any game. And I unlike 90% of the people playing World of Warcraft, am comfortable with that. I'm comfortable with that. When I play World of Warcraft, I'm not trying to recapture the magic, but like to the same extent. But I do feel a little bit of that every time I play. I feel like I'm coming back to a home that I haven't been to in a long time. Like I typically play for a month or two, and then I don't play for like a year or so. And it's nice. It's like coming back to a nice vacation home, filled with green, gross meteors trying to hit me from the sky, flying on my rocket through weird demon space. You know, that kind of vacation home. But yeah, it's a special place. It'll always hold a really special place in my heart. And it's impacted. Like I said, it impacted my taste in games. I've very much become a huge fan of RPGs since then. I'm a fan of this sort of like visual art style as well, and the music. Like every aspect of World of Warcraft has stuck with me in some sort of way, and it propelled me into. Okay, this is almost embarrassing to talk about, but. For some reason, it's not though. Like I'm not ashamed of this either. But like my interest in World of Warcraft sparked my, because I played this. I played like Warcraft 3, I went back to play Warcraft 3. Obviously, I know it came out before. And I played like Dota, and then because of Dota, I played League of Legends. And this is like. This is just trying to show how before I said that it kind of started my YouTube channel in a weird way. If you look at it in a chain of events kind of way, it did, because I played Dota, because I played Dota a little bit. I was very, very interested in League of Legends. League of Legends, fun fact, slightly embarrassing, I guess. League of Legends was why I started my channel. My channel was a League of Legends channel in 2011. Late 2011, early 2012. Did that for a few months, and eventually I branched out into doing some single-player stuff and a little bit of multiplayer stuff. And then it's been evolving and changing since then. And now I play a lot of games that you could argue are in a similar sort of vein to an RPG, or... Wait, what am I doing? Phase the cave and use Spectral Sight. Spectral Sight. Oh yeah, actually I have done this. Allows you to see enemies and treasures through physical barriers. It's really cool. I like this a lot. It's weird. You can click them and everything. There's some treasure right there too.
I need to get closer.
Get closer? Did you not see them? Oh, you did. Hello, J. Starkweaver. That sounds like a magic card. I knew I said something foul. Now that you uncover more demons, take his power and keep... Alright, whatever.
Remember.
I want to I-beam the rocks too. That's not let me in. Oh, okay. Illidari, attack! Everybody's just disappearing. Everybody's dead! Oh, no, there we go. Okay. Wah! Wah! I was gonna say, if, like, just that little bit of notice made that big of a difference in the fight. Just like they charged in. I want to use my I-beam. Oh my god! That does so much. It's like I could go that way, or I could go this fun way right here. I can't get over how fun this triple jump is. It's like something that probably seems so trivial and silly to people who are not like have not ever been immersed in the game. Oh, I got an epic upgrade. I'm getting really lucky with my gear here. That's pretty cool. We're waiting for this guy to respawn. But yeah, triple jumps may seem silly, but like as somebody who always, and you, if you watch my channel a lot, you probably noticed that I do this. As somebody who jumps around a lot from room to room, like in a game where I have the option, the fact that I can like do it even more, it's just so fun. It controls pretty nicely, and it's like a new way to traverse a world that you're very familiar with. Come on! I love this backwalk here. And yes, I know I am, sometimes I am a keyboard turner. People who are, I don't want to talk about that too much. I don't want to get people angry at me. It's a sensitive subject for hardcore players, but I don't play player versus player very much, so I don't feel that it matters very much. And I'm not going to explain it. It's just because I don't really know how to for some reason. Fellowed Kaza. We have a new ability here. I don't even know. Oh, it's just an interrupt. Everybody has interrupts. Wait, did that guy just say my axe never misses its mark, and then he literally like threw it in the complete wrong direction? Wow, wow. I'm in love with how mobile this character is. It's like, even as playing as a rogue, my character wasn't quite this mobile. I also like my my character almost looks like supposed to be a centaur, or one of those fell stalkers, whatever. I can't remember what they're called in this game. Like the trickster, whatever the heck they are. They got hooves. They got hooves. Satyrs. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. My character looks a little bit like a satyr, and that's cool because I've always wanted to play as a satyr. Throughout my years of playing World of Warcraft, I don't think I've ever had a night elf character, but you have to be a night elf or a blood elf.
What have you given?
If you want to be a what is the name of the demon hunter? I was gonna say demon knight. I don't know why. Yeah, you have to be a night elf or a blood elf, and I've played on both Alliance and Horde, but I just felt like playing as Alliance for this series. Oops. What do I want to pick here? Increase Fel Rush damage by 50% and grants 25 Fury when it damages at least one target. That sounds pretty good. Sort of like a charge in that gives you a little bit of resources to play with. Chaos Cleave or Chaos Strike hits an additional target for 50% damage. That sounds pretty good. Increase the duration of I-Beam by 50%. That sounds like really good, but it also sounds like it breaks. I'm gonna go with gameplay thing. Like I can mess around with those later if I care. For being like min-maxing my damage correctly, but for now, for gameplay reasons, I think it sounds the most like intuitive and fun to charge in with that. And we're probably gonna call it for today here. I hope you guys didn't mind the more podcasty kind of style of episode today. We made it to level 99. I have a feeling it would only take one more episode to knock ourselves out of the introduction thing here. But please go, let me know if you guys would have any interest in me playing Legion when it comes out. And let me know what you thought of the series. And if you don't want to see a full-on series, you just want to see it cut off after in sort of a mini-series fashion, please let me know that. I'm not going to be offended at all. But I'm just really excited. I just really wanted to share a more personal part of myself on the channel, and I thought this was a fun way to do so with a little bit of gameplay in the background. But obviously we could make it more about the game in the future. Anyways, thank you everybody for watching and sticking through the whole video. If you got this far, thank you for listening to my backstory and listening to me like pouring my World of Warcraft self out there. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for all the support on my channel up to this point. Thank you, thank you. See you next time.